My beloved ones, I'm Algimantas. I live in a small country at the Baltic Sea in Eastern Europe. I usually present my teachings on spiritual issues. And today I would like to expand your outlook on what is power of love and why we should take in this power of love for our own selves, even though it might seem a selfish approach, because usually people are being taught that love should be spread all over and it should be given to others. That's true, but only partially. We are like empty vessels, and these vessels should be filled in with living vibrations of Creator's love. That's why we have to care for Creator's each illuminating ray of love, for each vibration, living vibration of Creator's love. We have to take in all these vibrations without spilling them out, so that we would be filling our own living vessels with Creator's love power. This is a powerful and immense force. This is a living force that is invigorating our personality to act for the benefit of all. Therefore, once this power of love is immense within our own personality, then we also become powerful. We become immense images of Creator Himself. So if our vessels are being filled up to the very top, so in this case, these living love vibrations just start by themselves spilling out of our own living vessel all around. But this spilling of Creator's love and living vibrations is unconscious, is just so natural that we do not even notice that we're spilling love vibrations. Because once we are filled up with Creator's living love vibrations, we begin to live our life filled up with these vibrations. And whatever we might be doing, all this action is necessarily and automatically filled up with Creator's love vibrations that we are unconsciously emitting all the time and ceaselessly. But if our vessels are empty, how should we spill these living vibrations of Creator's love power if we are empty of them? If we don't fill up our own personality with these living vibrations? That is why we should care first for our own needs, just to have these living love vibrations within, so that we would begin to experience them. And that is our own living life with Creator, the way He's leading us from within. And once we open up to Creator, it is already an open channel for Creator's living love vibrations, for this immense power to be taken in by our own personality. That's a living experience. And therefore, we have first to care for our own needs. It's like anywhere on an aircraft. In case of emergency, you put a mask on your own mouth rather than on your baby's mouth, even though you would desire out of your love first to save the baby. But by this, you might even lose consciousness, and then you will not be able to give any more attendance to your own baby. Therefore, you have to first care for your own needs to be able then to care for your baby. The same is with Creator's love. You have to care for your own personality, first of all, just to fill up your own self with Creator's living love power. And once you become powerful in Creator's love, you shall spill out this love power ceaselessly and unconsciously. And this is just a natural process, because even Creator is spilling out His love, pouring it out upon the whole creation unconsciously, as it is His natural state of consciousness, just to act as the source of love power. And what the source of love power can do else but to spill out Himself. And He is nothing else but energy of love, and the source of this energy of love. Therefore, He is spilling out nothing else but living love vibrations. Therefore, we have to drink them. This is a real living water and a real living bread. Therefore, we have to nourish our personality with this food. And it is so natural, and it is so powerful that our life turns into a true life of Creator Himself, as we are manifesting Him through our actions, filled up with His love, which is being emitted by our own personality identity, but always unconsciously and indiscriminately and universally. So by this we become true images of Creator, and our character is being tinged with Creator's qualities, with love, mercy, goodness, beauty, justice, cosmic insight, and even wisdom. Wisdom that we do realize how to live this wonderful life on this planet. But we also know by our own wisdom that it is the best way out of any situation and in any moment, just to lean upon Creator's leading from within, as Creator is leading us permanently and leading just one way, in trying to persuade from within that we would not be afraid of making one more step forward by illuminating ourselves, enlightening ourselves, and radiating this love and this light all around unconsciously, so that our living, our everyday life would be a reflection of Creator Himself. And it is this life, this mode of living, which is attracting people. Once this sort of living is balanced, and of course it is wise and always filled up with Creator's love and light. That's a very simple way of living that includes different spheres, like protection and care for one's material body, nutrition, and even the way we're dressing ourselves. Everything becomes very simple and functional, because we don't need any sophisticated things as our living mode is changing. Interests are turning into very simple, but based on Creator's eternal values. And these values turn into our own, like inherent qualities. These values, love, justice, goodness, truth, become actually our everyday companions. We cannot live otherwise anymore. And we become just the very expression of these qualities in every act we might be performing. And people begin to feel our sincerity, our justice, our love. The majority of them, of course, might get scared because they are different. They live in an illusionary ambience, which is filled up with long shadows of fear within their subconsciousness and consciousness. And they pursue different selfish interests. Even the careers they are pursuing are being pursued by selfish steps, by making selfish steps, because everything is directed to oneself. That comfort and satisfaction would be to oneself at the cost of others. While once you open up Creator within, once you begin to follow His eternal values, which turn into your own inherent qualities and ingredients of your living diet every day. So in this case, you become a very altruistic person, because you desire that all your family members, and by family members I mean all mankind, and even more, the whole of creation. So all this vast family, you desire to be enveloped in happiness, in Creator's bliss, and that they would be happy and experience the very same eternal values that you cherish for so much, because you do realize and experience that thanks to these values that you taken from Creator Himself, bring you just changes into your own person, into your own personality identity, and turning you from a selfish identity into an altruistic one. And you all of a sudden discover that you begin to feel a taste to living, even in this hard situation when the ambience is so filled up with fear and illusionary long shadows of distorted understanding of reality and even of spirituality, because nobody has enlightened them. Therefore, they do not have any ideas what is a true self and what is a true living once you are leaning upon Creator's leading from within. So it's an enormous difference in quality. So all this experience that you have already gone through makes you a happy personality. And you do desire this happiness to your brethren. You desire to share your own love and experience with your own brethren, so that their hard living would be turned into bliss and light process of evolutionary living together with Creator. That's a normal way of living. Unfortunately, the mankind do not know about this living path. Therefore, they do not even care for this true evolutionary process. They consider that Darwin's idea on evolution is the only right one, but actually it is wrong. There is no such evolution as depicted by Darwin, as it is denying the possibility of existence of Creator, as everything is only based on the sequence of different changes in nature. But that is not enough. You cannot deny Creator of His existence within this nature, because He also a source of nature. There cannot be any nature on any planet without Creator Himself being behind the scenes of this sort of nature. And it is impossible to have evolution without Creator, as it is Creator Himself who is the author of evolution in space and time, in the universe. Thus, how can you deny just the very fact of Creator's existence in evolution? So that's why when you take in Creator's love power, and when you take in everything, and when you cherish and care for every living vibration of Creator's love, that you would not spill a single one out of your vessel. So you will turn into an enlightened personality. You will turn into a true image of Creator Himself. And then your wisdom, your cosmic insight shall be so expanded, and you will then unconsciously share your own personality identity with your brethren. And that shall be done out of love, out of this love power that you have been cherishing so much all the time.